Welcome back, everyone. A new study from the Cook County Treasurer's Office finds businesses shifted nearly $2 billion in property taxes onto homeowners through appeals, and it happened over the course of 3 years. Cook County Treasurer Maria Pappas joining me now live here to talk about the study conducted by your office, which shows this shift. Good morning. Thanks for being here, as always.
Always good to be here. A little early, but I'm here.
Yeah, well, we appreciate it. So why, according to the findings of the study done by your office, why is this happening overall?
Okay, so the biggest appealers are businesses. So you've got all these businesses who get in line with these really high-powered lawyers and appeal.
And money.
And money, and money, and their assessments went down by $3 billion. So if something goes down, something has to go up. So what happened was the residences then went up by $2 billion. By $2 billion. So it's a complicated process, because when we sort of drilled down into this, what we found out was those appealing less are the people who are making under $50,000 a year and in Black and Latino neighborhoods.
That's
so
what
you've
I was
got,
ask you.
yeah,
So
you only have 15% of blacks appealing, and you have 19% of Latinos appealing. 44,000 blacks appealed and 243,000 didn't appeal. So what's going on here? I mean, people don't wake up in the morning and say, you know, I got to get to the assessor's office to appeal my taxes.
Well, it's a really overwhelming process.
Well,
it really is, and there's windows too that also adds, I would imagine, to
it's not even understandable.
Right.
It's not even understandable. Plus, if you add to that what the cost of eggs is, if you add to that they've got to get the kids to school, if you've got to add to that somebody's got the flu in the family, or somebody's got to get to the doctor, the last thing on anybody's list, especially in these poorer neighborhoods and people making under $50,000, we find that their taxes have gone up even more, because the less likely you are to appeal, the more likely it is that your taxes are going to go up. But people generally, Dana, are overwhelmed. They are overwhelmed with the daily tasks in their lives.
And throwing the appeals process into it, if they don't have the money, let's say, to hire an attorney or a firm, would imagine just be too much.
Well, you know what? Look, this study shines a light on the problem. Once you shine a light on the problem and you say that, you know, look at what's happening in these Black and Latino neighborhoods, and you get headlines in both newspapers, and you're interviewing me at 6 in the morning, maybe there'll be a wake-up call here to do something about it.
So what does need to happen? How do you fix this?
You can only fix it by, I think, first, you need to start with reducing businesses. I mean, or you need to say, you know, businesses shouldn't be getting this much of a break, because you can't live in a city, a county, and a state where homeowners are walking out of here. You just can't continue to do it. And they are. They are saying, you know what, I can't make ends meet.
Yeah. Well, do you see this happening at all? Do you see any movement afoot to change the system, or to try to better educate the public on the appeals process?
You know, I don't. I think that the offices involved in this have been fighting for the last 30 years, and they need to get their act together, stop the war zone, and get on a page that benefits taxpayers. And it's just not happening right now.
Right. All right. Cook County Treasurer Maria Pappas, this is really important, because I know it's forcing a lot of, you know, not a lot, but it's forcing some folks to actually move out of Cook County because the tax burden becomes too much. So we appreciate you being here this morning.
I hire people really smarter than me. Dardick and Leidy and Sober did this, and this is a great research study. We're trying to turn one out every 6 months that shines a light on an extraordinarily inequitable system.
Well, we appreciate you being here. Thank you so much, Treasurer.
Okay, always good to see you.
Have a good day. We'll look for your next study.